Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Basic to Advanced T-shirt Design. And today I'm going to make a drawing tutorial. Like this was a request to show how to make this kind of designs. As if you see that this is not a very detailed design, most important part is the drawing part. So if you can draw like this, it is really easy to make a design like that. So in this one I'm going to show you how to make a unique graphic like this, and then how to make a complete design. So this is going to be a basic to advanced drawing tutorial. I will try to cover everything. So basically, if you are an artist, you can simply draw graphics like this, but if you are not an artist like me, there are ways of making unique graphics. Like if you can see here, this is a stock image from deposit photos. I cannot just simply draw this one or use this one, that can be copyrighted, but I can combine graphics like this. So I'm going to combine this one and then make a unique graphic out of it. Then I will use that in my design, but it is not just simply you can draw them like this. You can place on top of another one, or you can do the full sketching process. I'm going to show you that. And for this one I'm going to use both Photoshop and Illustrator. So I'm going to go to my Photoshop right now, and here you can simply take any size artboard you want. I'm going to just go with any like a 1500 and 1500 artboard. So this is a square artboard, and here I will be using my those. I'm going to go to place linked to just link in some graphics. So I'm going to do this one. So first step is I am going to place my this graphic here, and from here I will just draw this part, the hair part or this part of the unicorn. And for doing that I'm going to simply select this layer. As it is already selected, I'm going to reduce the opacity something like this so that I can see what is going on. And then on top of this one I'm going to add a layer. Now in this one you can simply use your mouse, you can use anything you like. I'm going to use my graphic tablet here. So for this one I'm going to change the size to something like a bit like this. So okay, so I need to turn on my pressure sensitivity, and it is going to give me a brush like this. Now this is I'm going to use my graphic tablet here, but if you don't have one, don't worry, you can just simply use your mouse, or you can use pen tool to draw areas like this. So I'm going to just first of all draw these basic lines here. This is not going to be the main final line art. I'm going to make some changes in this too, something like this. So this is just drawing that outline part of the shape you can see. It can take some time. I'm just making the sketch here. You can use mouse of course, just a graphic tablet makes it easier to, as you can see it is not taking too long for me to just draw those parts. Of course you can, if you have any kind of artistic sense, you can make your own changes to the graphic, and don't worry about the copyright. This is going to be completely fine, no copyright issue here. And of course we are going to make enough changes to our main graphic, something like this. So this is the hair part of the unicorn, or I don't know what it calls, hair or something else. So this is just the first layer of my drawing. Now I have this one. I'm going to turn off my this one here, this original layer, or I can simply select right click on this one, then go to replace content. I'm going to bring in this one, and if I press Ctrl T, it is going to give me this transform option, and I'm going to rotate the view kind of this so that I can fit that mouth here. Okay, so as our previous graphic we reduced the opacity, so it is looking like that. I'm going to turn that up for now so that I can see what is the placement being. So in my opinion, this part looking good. This part will be good for my that face part. Maybe I will just bring it a bit up there, no problem. And here I will add though that part, but that will I'll do that later. So right now I'm going to turn this opacity and then again go to this layer, come to this layer, and I'm going to take my brush tool again. So in this layer, make sure that you are drawing on this sketch layer, whatever you are doing. So in this layer I am going to draw these parts just like this. So it doesn't have to be very perfect, something like that. It is going to work for me. Okay, sorry for that. And this one is the part of the eye, that is good. Now this part is good, just I need to bring this hair part. Maybe I need to make it a bit bigger in size just to fit in here. So this much looking good. I'm going to go to that layer again, and then I will just draw this part from here, something like this. Don't worry about that. Okay, so I will need to put colors in here, so that's why I need to make this area cover. Okay, so let me do that again. Something like this. Okay, so this is how it is looking, and that is good for me. So this is my sketch for this one. You can say sketch or copy anything you want, but this is how my graphic will look. So this is not a very unique graphic, but it will not be copyrighted. So I'm going to first of all, okay, before doing that, as you can see here in this design, this unicorn is showing a middle finger, so that is what I need to add in there. So I'm going to just take a screenshot to place here so that I can see what is how it should look. Now in this one I will be making a hand or leg, whatever you call, kind of that in this position here, and I want it to be, okay, let's create another layer. So I want it to be in another layer. So this is my new layer, and in this layer I'm going to take my brush tool again, and then I'm going to change the color a little bit so that I can see what is going on here, something like this. Okay, so maybe in this position, just something draw in it that looks like a finger or something like that. So this is how it is looking, and then another one from here, and then I'm going to join this part. Okay, so after doing this part of the line art, you can see this is how my original sketch is looking right now, and I'm going to take a screenshot of it. Okay, and I'm using a software called Lightshot to take this screenshot. I'm going to press Ctrl C to copy, and then I will be pasting that here. Now I am in Illustrator, and I'm going to just draw this part of the draw this in vector format. So before starting the drawing process, I need to make sure that you understand this. If you are going to use mouse, then it's better to draw with pen tool like this area, or you can simply make a custom brush like this. I have many I have shown this many times before. So just create an ellipse like this, then go to art brush, sorry, go to brush, click on this new brush, and from here just select this art brush option and then click OK. It is going to give you a brush, and with this brush, okay, first step is select this graphic and then reduce the opacity a little bit so that you can see. Now you can simply lock this layer, so you can go to object, then lock selection. My shortcut is Ctrl+1, so if I select anything and press Ctrl+1, it's going to be locked. So once it is locked, you can simply now select this brush and then you can draw with your mouse just like this, sorry, just like this. And as you can see, it is not being very rounded looking. So for fixing that, double click on this brush tool and then make sure that this fidelity is kind of this must not the highest but something like this, then click OK. So this is how you can draw with mouse, and I'm going to use my graphic tablet here. So I need to set up my brush, so I'm going to double click on this 3-point round brush and it is going to show me this brush option. Change to pressure from here, then here is 3, let's make it 3 from this side too, and click OK. If I press B on my keyboard, it is going to give me this brush tool, and with this I can simply now draw. But as you can see, this is being a bit smaller in size. Don't worry, I can simply just make it as big as I want. I want to make the line a bit bigger in size, so maybe something like 10 point is good for me. I'm going to draw it in 10-point size, and then once it is done, I'm going to draw the rest of it. Something like this. And for this area, of course, let's start it from this end. It can take some time, but at the end it is going to be a good one. So I am using my pen display for this drawing. I cannot show you right now, but it's a huge one. Okay, so I will do that detailing part later. So as I said, I need to close this area to fill it with another color, because this will be the body part and I want a different color for that part. So something like this. Okay, so maybe a bit smaller in size so that I can see what is going on. Okay, so in this red line I made because it should be touching the cheek of the unicorn. Like this. Don't worry about the details. Okay, so I need to fix some of these areas, like it should be touching this area, joining it perfectly, but it is not. So I can simply select my direct selection tool to make some changes here, and it is going to, okay, so let's just change the direction a little bit with the handle, and that is fine, that is perfectly matching. So for this area also I want to join it perfectly. So once your drawing is made, you can simply just adjust the line by direct selection tool, by using direct selection tool, something like this. So this is for non-artist only. If you are a artist or you have the ability to draw something from imagination, you can do that. So once your line art is done, we can simply just add some detailing lines here, just a little bit, so that it looks like a bit more detailed than the original one. That is perfectly fine. And of course try to follow the contour line, that means this is going in this direction, so draw something in that direction. This is going from here, that is also good, like this, maybe not touching the end of it. Okay, so this much is good for me. And for the hand part here, I'm just going to first of all draw it all the way, then I will add the details later. So in this direction I want to keep this part of the hand on top, so I'm drawing it in this way, or I can simply just select this part, this anchor point, to bring it kind of in this area. So this will be behind the hand and this will be on top of the hand, that is fine. So that is good. Maybe this is a little problem, and that is fine. Okay, so that part is good. I am recording everything so that you can understand what I am doing here. I am not taking break. So here should be black and the rest will be white. That will remain white, this part. That is good. Maybe we can just add some details to the eyes, to the eye, something like that. Okay, if in this area maybe I can simply draw on more. Just to fill that area, nothing else. So our drawing part is done right now. If you need to make any changes you can do that, and if not we can simply, like always, try to keep a copy, and then I'm going to place it here. So first of all is I don't need this sketch anymore, so I'm going to keep it here, and this one too. And as I have a copy of it, I can simply select everything from here. Then I'm going to go to object and expand appearance, so that will make it all in fill color. You can see before the expanding it was all in a stroke, and if I expand it, it will become fill. So everything is now in fill color, no stroke in here, and if I need any changes or modify I can do that. So in this part I'm going to erase this too. I'm going to take my eraser tool just to erase this too, this little detail from here, and that is good. So this is how my unicorn is looking right now, and the main part is done. And once it is done, I am going to take a rectangle here just to start the coloring process. Here, from here I am going to change the color to a different color than black, then select everything. This is really important. So select everything and then click on this trim option. It is going to trim out everything like this, don't worry. So for working purpose I am going to select this one, and then I am going to lock them so that it doesn't move from its place, or it is not being selected. So once it is done like that, I am going to click on this one, right click, and then ungroup. So once it is ungrouped, I can select the outer part of it, delete that. So all I have is this color layer here. So in this area here I am going to put the colors. I'm going to pick colors from this one. So I'm going to select this part, of the unicorn, I'm going to pick some color like this, maybe kind of a white color. That is good. And then for this area, okay, so this also, that part needs to be white, and this one I'm not liking that color, so let's make it kind of off-white, or maybe this is unicorn, so something like pinkish white like this. So that is, but that's too pink. Sorry guys for making this changes. So yeah, that color is good. Now I'm going to select this one, and that should be kind of pink, but a bit darker pink than that color. That is good. And of course this one should be white inside the eyes, and this one I'm going to make in this color, and then this part of the hair I'm going to make in this color. Sorry, not that one. Sometimes it becomes hard to select the small pixel. Just zoom in. That is good. So that is fine. Now this one and this one I'm going to pick this body color, and for this one I'm going to pick a little bit of dark color, as that is kind of dark, maybe like this. So I'm staying inside the pink style colors for everything, and that is good. So if you search like unicorn colors, you will find tons of different colors. So this is, I was searching for the unicorns, and these are really good colors. So I need to choose an example where I can simply pick the colors from it. So this one is looking good. This is with some of the bright colors. That is fine. Now I am just going to select these small parts from here, maybe 2 3 at a times. I'm going to select this one. Maybe I don't like that pink, it is already pink here, so that one and this one I'm going to make in that color. So while making the sketch, you can like keep in mind that you should have joined this area, then you would be able to color this one in a different color and this one in another color, but that's not really important. So this part I'm going to make in this color. That is good. Also in this area you can see, okay, let me show you how to fix this. Like, as you can see, this is already made. So how to do that? I'm going to select this one, then if I press direct selection, A for direct selection tool, I can select this small details from here just to bring in, and then this one I'm going to join in here. So make sure that there is no white visible from there, and once it is looking like this, I need to select this part, this blue part, and here inside the eraser tool you will find this knife tool. With knife tool I can simply make a cut from here. So what it is going to do is it is going to make them in different piece. Like now I can select that part and then I can make it in a different color. So the same I can do here, but that is not really important, it is looking already good. So this two I'm going to make kind of this yellow color, and that is good to go. So yeah, this is how it is looking. This is how my unicorn is looking right now, and I am happy with that. So once my coloring process is done, I need to add some, I will just add some layering, like some shadow to the color here. So maybe this one I will just make this yellow just to give it a little variation. So there is, okay, sorry, let's just do it. So again I am going to place it here. Make sure that you are using these anchor points to make the necessary curve. And that is fine. So once it is looking like this, I need to do a little bit change in this direction. That is good. and I'm going to select this one. Then again I need this knife tool to make a cut from here. That is good. So selecting this one and then make it this blue color. So this is how my unicorn is looking right now, and that is fine for me. I can simply work with this. Now for the next level I need to select all the blocks from here. I'm using my magic wand tool. Click here, it is going to select everything that is in black. And the reason I locked this one, because if I didn't lock it, it will be selected with that, but that's not what I want. So once it is selected, let's press Ctrl X to cut. Okay, sorry, it is selecting something else. Press V. So V will show you if there is anything that else is being selected. So it is selecting this one. I don't need that. So again I am going to select this one. Press V to see the rectangle. It is showing here. That means only here is selected. Only the blocks from here is selected. Let's press Ctrl X. So it is now cut. Now create a new layer and then press Ctrl F. So my block is going to be pasted in this new layer. If I lock it here, you can see that will be locked. So I cannot select the blocks anymore from here. I can only select this color. So what I am going to do is I am going to lock this one too, then create a new layer, a layer in between these two layers. So this is, I can even rename that, this is my base color layer. This is the, sorry, this is the base layer. This is the line layer. That means line art layer, and this is going to be the shadow. I hope it will help you. So this is how it is going to work. I have this line art layer locked. I have this base color layer locked. It is not going to change from its place. And in this shadow layer, I am going to add the shadows. And for the shadow, first, the only rule is pick any color with your eyedropper. Then select a darker version of that color. Maybe just like this. And once it is selected, I am going to take my pencil tool here. With pencil tool, just you can simply draw in a shape like this. And the reason I make this in kind of bolder or bigger black lines, so that I can easily work like this. So I need to change the color of this one, so kind of dark pink color. Yeah, that is going to work for me. Again, just from this area you can simply add something like that. That is just to give it a color variation. Now the rule of shadow is, if there is something going on, so this is going from here, so there must be a shadow of them, and for adding them I am going to just simply follow the curve of them, maybe just like this, and it is going to add a shadow of that. That is fine. Of course you can add some shadow for this area too, because of this upper part of the mouth there should be some shadow. Okay, not like that. I'm going to do it again. Okay, let's first of all do it once, and then once this part is done, I'm going to just draw a shape from here. It is just up to you how you want to represent the shadow, and that is good. There should be some sort of shadow in this area of the eyes. Okay, that is good. Okay, that part is good. Now for this one, as I said, there should be this curve following of that object, and here I am going to draw it in this direction. Okay, so there could be some kind of sound problem today. I'm a bit far from my microphone setup. So this is how it is looking. I will do the same for the rest of the colors. Okay guys, so after the liner, after the shading process, this is how it is looking. And I made some changes in this area. It was too much blue in this here, so I just split it into two more colors. So this is how it is looking. Now this is going to be my, this is the main line art layer, and then this is the shading layer, the shadow color layer, and this is the base color layer. So if I just unlock everything and then if I click on this circle icon, it is going to select everything that is in my this line art layer. Let's just make it a group, and then if I lock it, I can, and then lock this shadow layer too. If I now select, it will only select the base color layers from here, and then make it a group. So then lock it, unlock this highlight color layer, and then select everything, make a group. So now I have three groups here, all are in different groups, so I can easily access them. And now if I select everything, then make them a group, it is going to stay as a single graphic right now. So this is how you can simply make a drawing like this to make this kind of designs, and then you can just simply add this text. So I'm going to just show you the process here. I'm not going to make the complete part here. This is really easy, really simple. Okay, sorry, not like that. Just choose any font you like. I'm going to use this Futura for now. So this is the main color layer, sorry, the main text layer. Just put any color and then select this one, Control C, Control B, and then bring that 3-4 times right and down. So this is going to give you that text effect here. So you can see this is the text effect they are using, and this is how my unicorn drawing is looking right now. You can of course add this kind of elements like these stars and the background they are creating by using just some ellipse, some circles. So this is it for this video guys, and if you have any more questions about this kind of drawings or anything you want me to show you, I will try to do that. So this is the final coloring process. This is how you can make your own unique graphics, and this is a unicorn, so this is really important to know that this is a unique unicorn. This was not something just taken and placed in the from the internet. So once it is an original graphic, you can now use this graphic to make many more designs, especially if you are working for microstock sites like Adobe Stock, Shutterstock. Then you can simply make one graphic first, then you can use that graphic to make like 10 or 15 designs out of that graphic. So I can simply make 10 unicorn design using this unicorn, except this hand part here I will not use that. So just this part I will use it in different designs. So that's it for today's video. I hope it will help you understand the process, and if it is helping, let me know in the comment section. If you have any kind of questions or anything that you didn't understand during this process, let me know. I will try to help you on that. So that's it for today's video. See you in the next one guys. Have a great time.